Okay, we'll see if notifications go out. I have no idea. I just shared a link to the live on Twitter, and I'm trying to put it on Facebook. I don't know. The Wi-Fi has been acting kind of funny today, but I just checked it, and it should be working right now. And yes, I did see that Sisters wasted no time um, posting the trailer for next week, and I'll watch that in just a moment. Okay, so it's shared on Facebook, it's shared on Twitter. All right. Now, thanks for coming in. The 22 people that came. Yeah, I don't think notifications went out, but for the people who are here, we'll talk about the episode. Going to be completely honest, not that much to talk about. The episode was cute. Yeah, it started off all right. Yeah, the promo is out. Okay, let me watch it. Let me watch it.
What's happening? These are my kids. Next Wednesday. They're going to be staying with me for the summer. And you didn't think this would be useful information to me? Their relationships will be tested like never before. I always wanted to be a mommy. If Rich can't get on board, then he's not the man for me. I need to see a doctor. I'm going to be great, Mom. And you're going to be a great mom. Honestly, I want to have my own kids one day. This isn't how I imagine my life. Tyler Perry's sister. Live on me.
It's not a bad promo, but it's just like, eh. I mean, is there anything to really talk about the promo itself? I don't know. Well, hey, everybody that's tuned in, hope you're doing well. I am semi-tired because I rushed to get a bunch of videos out before the episode dropped. I just did laundry too. And honestly, I should have just focused on that rather than the episode. The episode started out pretty good. I thought the episode was fine. I think it was after the therapy session. That's when things kind of slowed down. I mean, there were a couple of decent scenes, but I give this episode a 6.5 out of 10 because it was only slightly better than last week, but it wasn't as good as like the first 3 episodes. In case you were wondering, I gave The Oval a 5 out of 10. My review and trailer breakdown, they're already on the channel. I posted them earlier today. So if you want to know my thoughts on The Oval, go check them out. I'll give you a quick recap of The Oval and we'll talk about Sisters. Bobby's banging Simone. I can't blame her. I mean, blame him. She's fine. Sam's guys showed up to get Jason. Kyle doesn't believe that Dale and Alan are just kicking it at the apartment. And that's about it. The Oval is pretty dry. Into Sisters, tonight was it needs more drama. Tonight was plain. Their editing waited till next week to have drama. I think what's kind of hurting these episodes is the fact that some of these scenes don't stay long. I know, and I'm not complaining. This is just an observation because I'm someone who tries to be unbiased and give critiques on how I feel when watching the show rather than ranting and saying that everything is trash. No, this episode was just okay. I think that some scenes we don't stay on them long enough to feel the impact. It feels like just when something is about to happen. Thank you. Jump cuts is still at the beginning. It's just when it seems like a scene is about to pay off, we jump over to something else. So it's kind of weird because I think the problem with Sisters is that when Tyler was doing it, there was a trend of just these long, dragged out, repetitive scenes. And with some of the newer episodes, some scenes don't stay long, just on screen long enough for me to care because by the time it feels like, okay, yeah, we jump to something else. And then about 20 minutes later, we'll jump back to the scene, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was a thing, because I forgot. But I'm sorry, I'm just talking in circles here, but honestly, aside from the Karen stuff, is there anything to really talk about? You know what? I don't even care. I don't even care about the baby daddy crap, because I did a video on the sneak peek right before the episode dropped, and the sneak peek was just what we thought it was. Trey needed to sit his behind down. He had no reason to get involved with the back and forth between Zach and Karen. Now, I still say, I'm glad Andy said what I was thinking. It was a bad time to show up when he did. I still stand by that, but he did not make a scene. Karen was the one getting loud, using words like hoe and slut. That was her. That was her. But I got two things that I really want to know. There are two things. Yeah, daytime soaps. That's a good comparison. There are two things I want to know. Number one, why in the world is everybody, like Pam and even Miss Lisa, why is everyone just thinking that Zach's wallet is the solution to Karen's problems? Why is everyone assuming that Zach's wallet is the solution to Karen's problems? Because she's what, 5 months pregnant, give or take 5 months, meaning that there's still 1/3 of the year, aka 4 months, that she's still carrying the baby. Zach, if he is the father, he is not obligated to pay a cent until that baby is born. And even so, how much is Karen trying to milk this dude for? Look, I don't really know how child support works, but I know that if you're not married, then I guess, I mean, riddle me this. If someone, let's say if I have a kid with a woman and we're not married, but I agree, like, look, hey, and I'm just going to make up a name, Tiffany. I'm just going to say, let's say I tell Tiffany, look, we're not together, but I will financially provide for the baby. So we don't have like a legal binding agreement on child support. It's just that I'll provide money, when I can, to support, So it's not like, oh, Jeremy makes, and I'm just making up a number, Jeremy makes $20,000 a month, so I need 3,000 minimum. So it's not like that. It's just like I'll give money for the food and clothes and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't really know why they keep talking about, well, you can push him for child support, and yeah, I agree. The money is for the baby, not the salon. And number two, how the hell did Karen get down so bad? Because at this rate, it seems she would have been better off just repairing her old salon as opposed to getting this new one. Because I did hear the Spaces thing where, what are you doing? You're supposed to be asleep. Anyway, yeah, I agree. I bet they won't say all that if Zach was still broke. That's what I'm saying. I mean, remember when Miss Lisa, season 5, when Zach came over to Karen's apartment and Miss Lisa was like, well, since you're doing okay, she'll be doing okay. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, the cliffhanger was kind of lackluster because I thought, like, all snap, is Gary going to pop a few bullets and then just speed off into the night? He didn't do anything. Zach only got $1 million from the senator's wife. No, he didn't. Well, I mean, he didn't get $1 million. His first stock win was like up there over 500 grand, and then he kept doing more stocks and stuff. I don't know what exactly. Well, Maggie, here's the thing though. He put money into Rise Ventures with Bryce. Is it Bryce, right? Bryce. So he and Bryce have been making money. Not to mention, he's probably been diversifying his portfolio off screen. So Zach has potentially been doing more stock stuff off screen that we don't know about. So I don't think it's right to put a number to his bank account. Yeah, thank you. I look, when you do as much content as I do, the names just kind of escape you. So yeah, Bryce, thank you. I was about to say Jake, but no, it's Bryce. Yeah, this makes no sense. I just have no idea why everybody is so set on Zach being the answer to Karen's problems. No, Karen needs an accountant. Karen needs to make better business decisions. And instead of, you know, yeah, what happened to the 77,000? At this point, Zach shouldn't have given her a penny. Zach, yeah. Rise Ventures. I don't even know if I should consider Deja a way of making money because we don't even know if she's paying her rent. I think Garrett, well, I think she did tell Zach towards the end of season 2 she was going to pay soon. Karen went from being nice and trying to work it out to going crazy in the timeline job. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. Um, and not to, and like I say, I don't like to talk about acting and whatnot, but I I'm with y'all. I'm not really feeling the chemistry between Andy and New Jordan. It just feels kind of off to me. It it's like he's just way too touchy feely, and it. I know it feels weird because I'm just watching the show, but even I kind of cringe. I'm like, bro, come on. I know Andy's fine, but just dial it back a bit. I don't know. It's like what does she see in this Jordan? Oh, okay, yeah. You responded. Somebody said he made $1 million. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody said something that had me dying. It was online. I think I saw the comment in the Facebook group or in one of my videos, the comment section a few days ago. Somebody said last week I felt more chemistry between Jordan and Maurice than Jordan and Andy, and almost died laughing. Yeah, their interaction was weird. I think it's just like he's probably a good actor. I don't know if he's been in other work. This is my first time seeing him in a show. I feel like he might be better in a different role, but I don't think he was the right fit for Jordan. Yeah, too much of a simp. I ain't gonna say anything. I used to be a simp too. Y'all are too used to. No. It's not that I'm too used to Andy and Gary. It's just like, nah, this guy, no, nah. Karen knew from the last pregnancy test that he's yeah. My thing is this: if he is the father, oh sorry, this Instagram. Yeah, it's just like if he's the father, there should be no problem taking the test. And thankfully, the new writer said that we'll find out soon about the DNA stuff. We'll find out this season as it unfolds, like who's the father and whatnot. Because if I didn't know that from the writer's mouth, I would just assume this baby daddy crap would just stretch to like season 10. Because even her mom is like, look, just take the test. I'll think about it. I mean, Karen literally said, I'm tired of being accused and this and that. Karen, if you are certain he's not the father, because if Karen was so show, she would have said something like, you know what, Zach, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take your DNA. We're going to get this test. And when it turns out that I'm the father, I mean, you're the father, I want to take you for everything you got. That's pretty much it. But no. Exhausting. That's the perfect word. That's the perfect word for this episode because the entire baby daddy crap is just so exhausting. I don't care. And for it, no, yeah, I'm not saying Karen should go alone. No, I think Miss Lee. Let me just say this: I'm glad Miss Lisa has kind of been sticking around. I think Miss Lisa should go. I think Fatima should go. I think Zach should go. I think Karen should go. Let them all go. You know what? If you saw my video I posted earlier, right before the episode aired, I think it was my video about the sneak peek. Karen, you know she's lying because guess what? Anytime she's about to be called out on her BS, she starts throwing a fit and then she just storms off. Remember when season 5 during the letter reading crap at her house for that dinner. She told her mom, no, let Zach get up and leave. That's what he does every time he doesn't get his way, or anytime, he's getting called out for something, he just gets up and leaves. And then later, about 2 episodes later, Fatima started airing out what Karen does, like popping up unannounced, calling her out of her name. And then when Miss Lisa was like, wait, are you doing that? That's when Karen started throwing a fit and then told everybody to get out. That's exactly what's going on here. If Karen had no issue, look, like Zach said, you're putting words in my mouth, talking about slut and whatnot. Karen, you slept with 2 guys within a very small window of time, and it's a toss up of who the daddy is. If that isn't the definition of a you know what, then I don't know what is. And on top of that, it's not out of the realm of possibility for it to be another person. Plus, DNA tests aren't 100% accurate. So, hey, honestly, I did not like Zach saying we need to know. It did not need to be we. It should have been you. Because Karen was able to peg out like, oh, what Fatima did. You know what? Danny showing up drunk was an absolute surprise, but it felt a bit off. I get it. It was to break the tension, but it would have been more hilarious if Danny had said something when Zach was still there. Because I feel like if she did, she probably would have just kept on talking and let it slip, like she was the one that talked him into going, not Fatima. Karen told the girls only let him put the tip in. Same difference. You never know. I didn't like how Karen was calling Fatima out of her name. I mean, that's what she does. I really thought Danny had aired out Karen, but yeah, it just felt like a random thing, and that was kind of weird though, because one minute we see Danny all drunk, the next thing you know, she's in a therapy set. Also, that was a great scene, the therapy scene. That was probably my favorite scene of the episode, just because I'm starting to understand Danny a bit more, but also, so Tony has been hiding his kids. In the promo, he says, "These are my kids," insinuating that Danny has never met them. Possible that she never, well, maybe Tony did say that he had kids, but she's never met them. And apparently they're spending the whole summer with him. Danny was on a guilt trip at the salon. Oh, that makes sense. I thought she was going to call Karen on a book. The therapist was shocked that she ran Joan. Why do they keep saying that? She did not run him over. She crashed her car into his. The therapist looks like, I don't know that show or film. Hustle and Soul. I don't know. Yeah, the therapy scene was my favorite scene. Maurice is a celebrity now from his online business, so that was kind of interesting. What's the dude's name? Grayson? Oh yeah, Penelope needs to stop with her flimsy detective work, because her butt almost got caught. Well, literally, Gary did catch her because she slammed the drawer so hard that he heard it when he came through the door with Hudson. Okay. I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm just looking at my notes just to make sure I didn't skip anything. Oh yeah, Sabrina checking Paige. I did enjoy that too. Like Paige trying to tell her you messed up when it's like, actually you screwed up. So I guess Paige might get fired in order for Maurice to get his job back. Oh yeah, also love the fact that Fatima was already looking. Fatima's going to be an awesome mom. The fact that she was looking for therapists and schools for Michael, due to the fact that he's been through a lot. I thought that was really nice. Says the chat disconnected. Let's see if it'll come back. Just give it 1 second. I may need to reset the chat. I hate when this happens. So, I did like the scene where Sabrina goes to see Rich at his restaurant, but I'm glad Sabrina is being upfront about what she wants, but I think her timing is a bit off, you know? Like Rich was having his moment. Hang on, let me try to get the chat reconnected. Because it's kind of funny though. He talks about his plans because he has them on a blueprint, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting because Bill and Bruh was an architect, so I think it's cool that Rich was looking at the blueprints for his new restaurant location. So that was pretty cool. Go Buster. Well, yeah, it's like, well, I think a woman came into the restaurant with like a baby, and that kind of spurred Sabrina to mention the whole freezing egg things. And like I said in my trailer breakdown, and I think in a short, I said, yeah, if Rich has a problem with Sabrina freezing her eggs, that's a red flag. But at the same time, the way she just dropped that bomb in the midst of his happy moment, I felt was like bad timing. It's just like during brunch when all of a sudden, oh, have any of you guys thought about babies and getting married and stuff? It's like, yo, we having a good time getting sauced up. We don't want to talk about the future like that. But hey, it is what it is. Oh, hang on. I think I know what the issue is. Stupid internet. Oh yeah, hit the thumbs up button. I see we got over 200 people, but only 39 likes. So please hit the thumbs up button. I'd appreciate that. Sorry, guys. I'm still waiting on this chat to pop up again. I don't know what's wrong with it. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. I just had to refresh the router, but the chat is still here. Okay. Okay, let me I'm catching up on the chats right now. Okay. Yeah, Sabrina's being passive aggressive. It's like you either want the dude or not. See, Sabrina dropping the news about freezing her eggs was out of place, just like Zach confronting Karen when he did. It's like you could have waited another time. Sabrina needs to give their relationship more time. It's been 3 months. And it's nothing about Rich. It's just like if you two have already established that you want different things, if both of you are looking at the future and it's completely different, you probably don't need to be together. Yeah, I'd rather Sabrina break things off with Rich than being passive aggressive about it. That's going to make her look bad in the long run. Yeah, I know it's a playful relationship. It just comes off a bit cringy between Jordan and Andy. Seems like Trey and Karen might start going out. Oh, yeah, they're going to lunch or something right now. Also, I think they're really hammering in the whole Pam thinks he's like a peasant when in actuality he might be wealthier than she thinks. Keep in mind, I know from experience as a self-employed individual, some people take jobs just for the insurance. Will Zach and Fatima ever get Michael back? Oh yeah, and then in the promo, Fatima's all like, you know what? I want kids of my own. I just didn't think it would happen like this with the Zach thing. Not trying to go in on Fatima, but nobody's making you stay through this. Like, I applaud Fatima for the support, but if you're going to be second guessing and feeling some kind of way, then maybe you need to step away from your relationship with Zach. And also, Zach getting in his feelings when Fatima rightfully said, well, one of your kids you know for sure is yours, so you might not want to rush to conclusions. And I mean, like, Zach, you went to confront Karen last night, so now why are you in your feelings about it? I don't get it. Wait, actually, was that the same night? No, next day, actually. Why can't Karen just be single? I'd rather Karen enjoy some time with Trey as opposed to just the baby daddy crap. I hope Sabrina has the money for freezing her eggs. That costs $10,000 or more per egg, removing the eggs. Sabrina has money. Remember, she said she had like 80,000, like 87,000 or something like that saved up. She mentioned it when she was talking about getting money to get Maurice out of jail. So Sabrina is not broke. Fatima ain't going nowhere. Fatima is on top of her job. She knows when they get Michael, he's going to need therapy. Fatima's a gangster boss. It almost seemed like she was going to do some research into this delivery guy. Sabrina gives off Joan from Girlfriend vibes where she wants to rush for kids, but not with the correct one. Good call. That's a very good comparison. I'm just ignoring the whole Fatima's pregnant at the end of season 2 thing until it's addressed in season 3. If it's addressed in season 3, I can't. Charlene, yeah, the timeline stuff. I'm not talking about that anymore. The writer said don't talk about it. I'll mention things from Zatima that are relevant to Sisters and vice versa, but I'm not going to sit up here trying to say, well, actually, Fatima should still be pregnant. No, I'm not. No. Paige is really trying to catch Sabrina. Yeah, and I love how Sabrina shut her down. So I guess now we kind of know why Maurice kept his job. Maybe Maurice stayed because Sabrina needed him to shut down people that tried to disrespect her. I don't know. That's one way of looking at it. But it seems like Maurice will get his job back and Paige is going to get the boot. Sabrina wouldn't commit to Calvin. Now she's putting pressure on. Yeah, that is something interesting. Maybe she's compensating because, yeah, Trey is just what Karen needs. Another man to complicate her life. Just another baby mama who don't know who the baby daddy is. Why was Gary afraid to shoot Jordan or Andy? I don't know. Probably second guessing. And I guess that he and Hudson are trying to come up with an elaborate story to ruin Jordan's campaign. Oh yeah. Tony and Karen are, instant fits. It's like Danny is Lynn, Joan is Andy, Tony is Karen. I guess Sabrina's. I don't really see the. Well, I kind of, sort of. But then again, Maya has a son, and now we know Karen's going to have kids or whatever. The reason why Fatima's pregnant is Fatima, but not so different. Yeah. Let's not talk about that anymore. Yeah, let's not talk about that anymore. I think there is more to Trey than we think. I think Gary is going to have someone ruin the career and break up Andy. Yeah, I really want to know. Well, can we talk about the picture in his desk of Andy? He's probably pleasuring himself to that. Also, what's that warrant for? That's what I want to know. That's the one thing I don't like. Like, we got these important documents, but we can't read them. Like, I wonder how much of a check Karen's mom cut for her. And I wish I could have read the warrant that was in Gary's desk. Zach needs to be there for the DNA. Well, yeah, I mean, not only does he need to be there, but he's going to provide the DNA, so you would assume. Oh, I started dying too, not just because he said it's our busy hour and there were 2 customers, but the way Sabrina looked like, man, yeah, that's so. Yeah, what's up with the warrant? I mean, yeah, because she literally just stepped on his moment. He's like, "Oh wow, I got this great idea for the new location and whatnot. I'm gonna freeze my eggs." Wow. To be honest, sister. Well, people said that before the show even dropped. I remember when the initial trailer came out for the series, and people were like, "Yo, this is just girlfriends for BET." Karen didn't look too impressed when her mom cut the check. It was probably like a check to cover the money she had to take out of her personal account to cover the bills so the lights got cut back on. But I bet that check she ripped up from Zach would have covered a whole lot of bills. Rich was clearly uncomfortable. Yep. I'm glad Zach and Trey didn't have a fight. Me too. There was no need for a fight because Trey should have kept his ass in the seat. I think Sabrina's going to walk away from her guy, and she has every right to. And that is nothing against Rich. If he doesn't want kids, he doesn't want kids. And if Sabrina wants children, by all means, go to someone who wants kids. She gave Karen good advice, but this is advice that should have been given a long time ago. Also, I will say this. The writers have been doing a decent job of having characters pop up. I'm glad Miss Lisa has been around for a few days. The like Danny popping up felt random, but I was surprised. Um Tamara showing up was a surprise, and the list goes on. Yeah, she did the same to Karen. She tried to make it all about her in his moment. Yeah. Where's the dude that did the insurance claim for the old salon? You talking about Brian? He's gone. I mean, you could tell he was kind of upset the way he said it, but what he said was right. And I told y'all, I said in my video, I said Sabrina has every right to freeze her eggs because it's almost like a maternal prenup. We don't know what's going to happen between these two within the next 2 years, let alone the next 2 months. So Sabrina is getting closer to her birthday's coming up. We don't know how old she is. I guess we can assume mid to late 30s. So the older she gets, the higher risk of her pregnancy. So freezing those eggs is her insurance. So my thing is this: Rich shouldn't have a problem with her freezing her eggs because okay, freeze your eggs, but that doesn't mean he's looking at it from the perspective of Sabrina, you freezing your eggs is like you telling me you think we're not going to make it, but it's only been 3 months. It's like y'all haven't been together for like 2 years or anything like that. Plus, it did come out of left. In Rich's defense, the whole kids thing just came out of left field. Karen didn't seem like she liked it when Trey told her that if he was Zach's shoes, he would. Karen doesn't like it when people side with the opposing people. Karen doesn't like it when people don't side with her. I was shocked when Pam vouched for Zach, but to be fair, she followed it up with saying, you need to forget about the delivery guy and focus on Zach because we got this salon to pay for." Everybody's trying to reach into this dude's pockets. Yeah, I hope Hayden nor Andy will get. Yo, did you see Hayden cheesing with that dude in the office? He was just smiling. He looked at Andy like that was hilarious. Yeah, Robin needs to come back. The new trailer. Yeah, I watched the trailer right when I started the live stream. It was all right. Angela's showing up, but I didn't really care. I'm just beyond tired of all the baby daddy crap. I am beyond. I wish you know what? I wish the writers handled that shit during the 3 month time skip. Episode 1. Oh, Karen already knows that Zach isn't the daddy. Hey, Zach and Fatima have custody of Michael. I would have been completely okay with that because for it to take up a bulk of these episodes is just it's like I said about 20 something minutes ago. Exhausting is the perfect word to describe how I felt about this episode. Do any of the lawyers actually do work? Yes, can we be done with it? What more says Karen? I'm not convinced either. Yeah. Yeah, Richard. That's like me saying that's like if I had a girlfriend or something, and you know me. Hopefully, in the next couple. Oh, funny story. Funny story that happened yesterday in regards to the house. So, I got a letter from the mortgage company, and it had big bold letters on the envelope like "Contact us immediately," and I'm like, Lord, what now? So I read the letter, and it was talking about how the warranty on your property is about to expire. And if you don't get it set up within the next 21 days, you're going to have to pay for any repairs or anything to your home. And I'm thinking to myself, what home? I'm still here. So I called, and then the guy was all serious about it. He spent like 10 minutes just explaining a situation. And I couldn't even get it. It was like Charlie Brown trying to talk to Peppermint Patty. I could not get a word in. He's like, "Can I put you on hold?" Sure. But then he came back and he said, "Well, if you pay $295 today, it will be $185 every month for the next 3 years in order to get this situation handled with the warranty. Because have you had a problem with the central air? Sir, can I stop you right there? Central air where? In your home? I don't have it. Wait, what?" This guy literally bust out laughing. He's like, "I am so sorry because I pulled up your file and I had the email about the letter and it's a serious thing. So that's why I was my bad. You know what? It don't make no sense for you to pay for something that you don't a warranty on a house you don't even have yet. Sorry about that. We'll be in touch when when you moved into the house." It was funny. Okay, back to the episode. Yeah, I told you it was funny when Hayden was just shaking hands and he was like that. I didn't like how they changed Penelope and Gary's scene from last week to this week. Last week, Gary stepped out to make a call. This week, he came in and she had brought him lunch. The only thing I didn't like was the fact that Penelope was being sloppy in her investigation. I want to know if Hayden will turn. Whoa. Oh, you mean turn in Gary? Okay, you said turn on. I'm like, wait a minute. I think Gary is going to do something with Penelope. What about Rich introducing Danny? Oh, you mean Tony? Tony introducing Danny to his children. Mr. World Premiere. Like, I was looking for the Oval last night. Like, I was gonna have my episode review and trailer breakdown up like at 5 a.m. I was up from like 10:30 last night to 8:15 this morning, and they didn't upload the Oval until early. And I was just like, they usually have it up within like 30 minutes of the episode dropping. So I was surprised. I don't care if Zach is the father. I've said this multiple times. I don't care if Zach is the father. I just want to move past this storyline. The Oval isn't stressing me. The Oval is boring me. Gary's going to try to be with Tamara. Gary gets away with so much. Hayden as well. The volume drop? No, I was just talking underneath my breath. I don't know who's going to get the promotion. Personally, I don't think either Andy or Hayden should get it. Yes, I know Ruthless comes back tonight. I will try to watch it. Maybe. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm bored to death, I'm not gonna watch it. Like I'm serious. If the episodes bore me, if I'm just like, we're still here. No. I really need to get on my eBay grind because I got way too much product. I just have not been selling. It's been months. Yeah, not feeling how many DNAs? Now, according to the writers, according to the writers, They claim Karen has never taken a DNA test. And that just opened up the whole can of worms. Like, can somebody make that make sense? So apparently the only test she's taken was the date of conception stuff. Sick or ruthless. Plus, they're dropping 3 up. If it was just 1 episode, like if it was 2 episodes, okay, but those episodes are like 40 something minutes long. And even when I watch it double speed, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I will look. Tomorrow is Thursday, and I've gotten ahead on my videos quite a bit. I'm not going to have a ton of Sistas video. Don't expect like 30 videos between now and next week. That's not going to happen. I don't have that much to talk about because this episode was kind of dry. Most of my commentary is going to be in relation to the Karen stuff, like how did she get into this financial hole and why is she prolonging the DNA crap? And that's pretty much it. I mean, maybe I'll do a video. Honestly, I've preferred doing shorts because 60 seconds or less, I get to the point, I talk about exactly what I need to say, and it prevents you from having to watch like a bunch of 3-minute videos. They're just shorts, 60 seconds or less. Yeah, I'm just looking at my notes and even the promo for next week. There isn't much to talk about. The commercials didn't bother me because I was dying to take a bathroom break, but the show kept going. I love the short about Danny just dropped that Gary's. Oh yeah, BBD. Because I'm like, you never know. I mean, what that's Gary's most quote unquote most impressive asset. So Danny knows what Gary's working with, and Danny knows what Karen's into. So you never know. I don't know who owns the law firm because apparently Robin owned it, but then he got the boot. So did the partners level? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. The continuity is kind of wacky. Why Karen is allowed to still stick to Aaron Zach? Her mom said if you do this. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like basically, hey, baby, if you take the test and then it turns out it's Zach's baby, Zach can give you money instead of me. No, he is not obligated to give money to. I said this a long time ago, back when Karen Salon, it was just rumored that it would be on fire because I saw a bunch of season 6 information months in advance. And I said, what Zach ought to do, get the DNA test. If it shows he's the father, make some sort of agreement with Karen about the child support stuff. It's like, look, Karen, what I can do is I can help you out financially with getting your salon fixed, but that counts as child support. So let's make a deal. That's what should have been done a long time ago. But instead, we're just in this mess we're in now. I mean, because it used to be, Zach, you're dragging your feet, make her get a DNA test. But now that he's doing that, I don't want to take it. I don't. This was so good episode. Of course, love the Zach and this was one of the few episodes the Zach and Fatima communication has been on point a little. Exactly. That money is not for the salon. Yeah, I saw the Sway interview, and I didn't mention the whole thing about Gary being the father because we as fans, we've been pitching that theory for years. That's not a new theory. That's not a new theory. I did a video on that a couple years ago. Oh yeah, tomorrow we're getting a sneak peek at 6888. Netflix is dropping it, so I'll probably do a trailer. I don't know if it's going to be like a full trailer or just like a little sneak peek, but whatever we get, I'll do a breakdown of it because I'm actually excited for that film. Anything else you want to talk about? Why not get the test, get the money? Folks, that's the issue. Just because Zach gets I don't get it. I don't get no, Tammy, that's the thing. If Karen needs money for the salon, why can't she ask him again? Don't make it about the baby. Karen will ask for money for the salon, but then not take the test. It makes no sense for Zach. And I said it, we said this in season 6. It makes no sense for Zach to put up money for that damn salon without even knowing if that's his child or not. Well, I would have to disagree. If she spends child support on the salon, she'll have nothing for the baby and she'll back at square one. That's only if the money she puts into the salon flops. If business doesn't pick up. But I think that's a very risky because you know what she'll do? You know what she'll do? If Karen takes the child support money and puts it back into the salon, but then the salon doesn't yield profits, you know what's going to happen? She's going to try to take Zach to court for more money. But then when she's going to be baffled if Zach or Fatima's like, well, are there receipts to prove she spent the money on the child? If not, she's screwed. You know what's crazy to me? It goes back to what Fatima suggested to Zach back in season 6 that, oh, I didn't know you were going to try to get full custody of Michael. It's like, instead of full custody, why don't you, I don't know, give Heather some money just to kind of get her on her feet? That way she doesn't have to work at the strip club anymore. Maybe her and Michael can live in a better neighborhood or something. It's not like you're handing her millions of dollars, but you're setting up Michael and your baby mama. That way your son will be in a better position and maybe Heather can get a job somewhere else. That would have been way more manageable than dealing with this Karen shit. Honestly, okay, let's take the baby out of the situation. Karen's mom asking if the salon doesn't work out, that was such a real moment because I went through the same shit with my mom twice. Once when I quit my job to do YouTube full time, and last year when I got demonetized and I didn't know what I was going to do. And I said, like, I got a lot of eBay stuff. I can like sell stuff to make a difference in my financial income until I either get remonetized or until my backup channel gets off its feet. And then she's like, well, you can try to sign up for a job to work online somewhere. I'm like, I'm not doing that. It's like, let me make it to the end of the year. And if I'm not able to make up, the money, then I'll have to do something. Because I told my mom, like, look, I'm just like when I quit my job, I'm not asking you for anything, but just to believe in me. And boom, I bounced back. So yeah, but it's disheartening when your own parent says that to you. It's like, okay, this is your dream, but what if it doesn't work out? It's a hurtful statement, but at the same time, it's some real shit because you have to look at things from I know things are working now, but what if they don't in the next 5 months? What are you going to do? You're right. She doesn't have a plan. She doesn't. Same goes for the baby. You keep saying it's Zach's baby. Everybody seems to act like Zach's money is the solution. But when that baby is born and the DNA test shows he's not the father, what the hell are you going to do? What the hell are you going to do? Gary got drugs from Hudson, the guy that works with him. Yeah, it hurts, but eBay was my plan B. I started that 6 years ago. If I didn't have my eBay store, I would have been screwed because I said, you know what? I can't produce as many videos as I usually do because Sistas was on hiatus. I was only able to make videos on like Zatima season 2B and House of Pain. That was on my new channel. And that carried me for like 2 months. But eBay, I was able to make like close to 50 grand doing eBay last year. That was the most I ever made in 1 year because that was my backup plan. Because I got a lot of product. I got all these Pokemon cards. This is just a little. I got thousands of cards. And then I got a storage building full of toys and stuff, brand new, I never opened. That's my plan B. I don't even call it my plan B. That's my second business because June BLC. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, because you were there too. It's just like when YouTube was, and like I said, it wasn't about the money, because I knew I could make money on Patreon or Twitch or something else. I was mad because my channel momentum was killed. I was going to hit 100 million views in March, but then the AI crap. That's the funny thing. They thought I was using AI to create too much content, and that's not what I do. And yet I'm seeing other channels that go over YouTube changes talking about how, oh yeah, they're actually going to cut back on how much AI you can use. That's why I never used it. A couple months ago, they rolled out like a new program. Hey, on YouTube, you can use these AI tools. I'm like, nope, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Yeah, we bounced back. We bounced back because that was some crazy times. Why Tony never told Danny about his kids. I don't know if Tony never told Danny about the kids or the fact that Danny never met them. I don't, based on the promo, it just seemed like she didn't know. I don't know. If Zach didn't have any money, nope. If Zach didn't have money, she would be glad he's not the daddy. I'm guessing House of Pain comes back in March. I did see China Ann McClain post a couple videos on her Instagram, and she's rocking braids. So for people complaining about Jasmine's hairdo last season, no, it's different. She got it back. Congrats on the bounce back. I appreciate that, but I am not looking forward to tax season. It's kind of funny because like the money I lost out on from YouTube, I made it back and then some on eBay. So I did good last year. Whether it's Zach's money or not, they are engaged to be married. So Fatima's opinions count. I think Karen always lying to herself and everybody around her. I don't know what the writers haven't solidified Aaron not coming back. It's more like I don't know. Do you think he's coming back? I hope the Oval seasons. Honestly, I wish season 5 was the last season. The Oval started out this season pretty good, but it's really been a damper the last couple episodes. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, how often does Karen take care of herself? Because even though she really isn't showing it, she's definitely feeling a lot of stress and pressure, between the new salon, her money. Karen's just dug a hole that she might not be able to come out of. That's the thing. It's like, I really want to know, where the hell did that $77,000 go? Because the more we talk about it, the more it's like, she must really be broke. It's crazy. It's crazy. That would be pretty wild too if Andy gets married to Gary, but it's a setup. I thought that a DNA test read 99.9, but here's the thing though. Yeah, somebody said that too. It's like, no, it would say 0%. The writer said Karen has never gotten a DNA test. I'm over the Oval. They go around. Look, Simone was looking good as I don't know what. Karen, oh yeah, that's a good point. She shouldn't be wearing she should be wearing flats and whatnot. I get it was the grand opening, but yeah, you ought to be wearing more sensible shoes for, someone who's on your feet a lot. Believe, yeah, a lot of prayer. That's how I got through those times. Like that, those 3 months were hell. August, September, and when did I get remonetized? Like mid-October? Yeah, it was mid-October. Those 2 months were hell. But like I said, you all helped me through it because y'all got my backup channel monetized. And like I said, I posted several videos on there a couple days ago, and I actually got about half a dozen videos I recorded already. I just haven't edited them or posted them, but I'll read them off to you. I got the Ted series, the one on Peacock. Ted, the guy Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy. It's a series he created based on the movies. The raunchy teddy bear, hilarious. I loved it. I got a video about Kev on stage, Churchy. The series is on BET Plus next month. I haven't watched it yet, but I plan on watching it soon. It's the We Are the World documentary on Netflix. What's it called? The Greatest Night in Music. And then Shannon Sharp was on one of his podcasts talking about how nobody can move the NFL needle like Taylor Swift. And the person on there with him said Beyonce can. And he said no. And I happen to agree with that. I don't think Beyonce can move the needle the way Taylor Swift does. Like, lover, hater, overrated, however you want to call it. Like, no one can deny the impact Taylor Swift has had in the football world. And I know people are up in arms about the Super Bowl because I see you on the TV all the time. Look, Alan, I bet, I kid you not, I have no doubt in my mind the ratings for the Super Bowl this year will be the highest ever. Because it's funny how Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime performance last year, which was boring, was the most viewed halftime show of all time. Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Rihanna holds the top spot. Taylor Swift, she's not even going to perform. But bet money, the ratings on it. The only reason I'm watching the Super Bowl is to see Usher perform. That's it. That's it. Is Sabrina going to find Calvin? Calvin is gone, folks. Calvin is gone. I would trip over my feet. I had to wear pumps. Well, as long as Karen isn't on her feet too much, she ought to be good. Oh, yeah. Why didn't she pick up that check her mom gave her? Yeah, I don't know. It's like she just left it on the table. Rihanna was overrated. It's like people waited all, and I'm not shaming her for being pregnant. Don't get me, no. It's just like people waited all this time for her to come back to stage, but it's like, no, it was boring. I don't watch P Valley. I don't know. It's almost like Tyler Perry shows, or like Marvel Cinematic Universe projects, where people feel like certain actors ought to get nominated, but they never do. I thought Jordan was running for mayor tonight. No. City Council, that was the thing they've written into the show since the beginning. What's going on with Bobby on the Oval? He's getting it on with Simone. Enough said. I don't know. Like, I wish I could answer the Aaron question, but I have no. I just feel like he's not the father. Is she even try to get even with Eli? Do you think that Priscilla's going to help? I don't care. Priscilla gets on my damn nerves. I mean, in the promo for next week, Sam comes into the kitchen. You know what? The president wants to sleep with me. And I mean, you slept with the first lady, so I might as well sleep with him. Just do it. Damn, shut up. I hate Priscilla. God, beautiful as hell. Big booty, but damn, just shut up. I'm over her. And Jason gets on my nerves too, not just because he killed my baby Jean, but it's like, do you trust Sam or not? Because he's like, I'm not going back to that cabin. Then where are you going to go, dipshit? It's like anytime Sam takes him somewhere, he gets restless, attacks the person watching him, goes out on the run, finds himself in trouble because I have nowhere to go. And then when Sam gets you, it's like, I'm not staying where you're putting me. Then what do you want to do? If I were Sam, I would have just gave him back to Hunter. It's like, look, your daddy said he'd pick you up. Pick your ass up. I'm done with you. Like, the Oval has potential, but they just keep going into circles. Just goes in circles. Oh, yeah. Folks, I'm probably going to fold on my soda thing. It's been a month, and I don't feel any different. Well, I mean, I've gotten past the whole nerves and caffeine stuff, but maybe I can like drink the little cans because I need the caffeine. Okay, Jeremy, the way you feel about Priscilla is how I feel about Karen. Don't get me wrong. I dislike the both of them, and I hate how Tyler has these beautiful dark skinned women acting all bitter and crap. Do it for your health. Yeah, I know, but it's like if I drink soda, it's going to be in moderation. The water stuff has been. I've been drinking water. That's all I've been drinking, and ginger ale during the first couple weeks of the month when I was sick. Is Gary's plan to kill Jordan? And I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't. Oh yeah, let me look at the trailer again one more time. Drink ice? No. Oh my God, Danny literally just taking her clothes off and the kids come out the elevator.
Next Wednesday, they're going to stay with me for the summer. And you didn't think this would be useful information to me? Their relationships will be tested like never before. I always wanted to be a mommy. If Rich can't get on board, then he's not the man for me. I need to see that immediately. I'm going to be a great father, and you're going to be a great mom. Honestly, I want to have my own kids one day. This isn't how I imagine my life.
Yeah, there is a bit of discomfort in the role. That was hilarious. Why even give? I know, right? It's like the promo built it up, like, and I put the video out right before the episode said. I said, you know what? Hey, that's going to be the cliffhanger, and I was right. But I mean, like I said, I thought he would just fire off a few shots and then drive off into the night, but we never got that. Also, did he know where Andy and Jordan were going to be, or did he just so happen to be parked outside and saw them walking down the sidewalk? I miss drinking sodas myself. My doctor said it's better for my health. Yeah, and it's okay. I mean, I know I know in terms of the weight loss stuff, it will take some time, but it's like, one won't kill me. I'm Baja Blast. Come on, man. But no, for real. We did make it through the first month of the year, so that's something to be happy about. This month kind of flew by in a way. It wasn't a bad month, it just kind of like came and went. Yeah, it's like Dan's reaction is like, wait, you have kids versus, wait, you didn't tell me your kids were staying with you this summer. Let's go for another. This is why I don't know. I don't smoke or drink, so I need some outlet. Soda, baby. Soda. Okay. It's a leap year. I know, and February is longer than it usually is. Anything else? Dang, it's already been an hour. So we talked about the Oval, we talked about Sisters. Um I may or may not watch Ruthless. I know I said I was, and I feel bad if I don't like review it, but look, maybe I'll do like one big video if I watch all 3 episodes. Like if all 3 episodes are kind of meh, I'll just like, yeah, rent should be cheaper in February. No, it isn't. I wish. But yeah. Oh yeah, I've already put like a few $1,000s to the side, for mortgage payments. I'm like, I want to have like 4 to 6 mortgage payments stockpiled away, so I'm ready when that day comes. When Danny will meet Tony's ex-wife. I know it's this season. I don't know when though. Probably like the mid-season finale or something. Because my hope is that I'm able to move during the hiatus of Sisters and the Oval. That would be perfect for me because that means a lot less work that I need to do and I can focus on the move. That's what I hope. But then again, they said late April, early May, and then watch the shows come back right when I'm about to move. I feel like that's what's going to happen too. Drink a little soda. Like I said, I would get the mini cans. The mini cans. I don't drink those liter bottles. Yes, I will have better internet. I know I'm going to have a different provider now. If it's going to be better, we'll see. But I did see some reviews and it will be better. Because unlike Karen, I try to have my ducks in a row because it just feels like, because the writers did say during a live stream that Brian was a bit of a scammer and he was promising Karen a lot more than he could provide. My score is a 6.5 out of 10. Because what? She got the business loan. She wants to get a personal loan. Looked like Trey stand up for Karen. Yeah, but she didn't need anybody to stand up for her. He should have just sat his ass down in the corner. Also, what was he doing there anyway? Was he there last week? I know last week he showed up to deliver packages for Pam. I think I forgot. Trey was just like Danny, just popped up out of nowhere. Oh wait, yeah. Trey did show up because that was the whole, oh, you offended me by asking about if I went to college. Yeah, what the hell was Trey doing there? He just popped. I don't know. The writers just had these characters popping up for no reason. I prefer Diet Mountain Dew and Diet Pepsi, but in terms of the little cans, Diet Pepsi, because again, they're just little cans. What do you think Madam was talking about when she said she didn't think? Oh, Fatima. Well, being involved with a man with all this baby mama drama, I get it, and it's a great thing for her to dream about having her own kids, but her dream about having kids obviously didn't include these other kids. So yeah. But yeah, it was an okay episode, but and I don't want to trash it too bad because this is only episode 5. We're just digging our feet into the season, so not everyone is going to be a banger. Trey delivered some boxes. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, that was earlier. Came over with boxes for Pam, and what does she call that stuff? Roots to riches. I forgot the provider. I got it written down somewhere in a book, like my desired internet company. I've already set up an account with the power company. I don't have any bills yet. They just came out to take down the power lines. That way the trees got cut down where the house is going to get put. But I forgot the provider, but it's supposed to have way better Wi-Fi than HughesNet. Trey was sitting down when Zach walked in. I did not notice that, or I just did not remember. Trey brought in packages. So does Karen know Trey from college? No. But Fatima found out that she's pregnant. Well, I mean, here's the thing. We don't know how old Trey is. Maybe they did go to college together. Oh, no, I'm not doing Comcast. But Fatima found out that she's pregnant. Look, folks, please just forget about that. Yeah, I said that last week. I hope Pam's product blows up. Yep. Okay, folks. Well, I think I'm going to cut things for tonight. There really isn't much else to talk about, but like I said, expect some videos tomorrow, but not like 50 of them. There's not going to be 50 because I think when Netflix shows us the 6888 teaser, I got a handful of sister stuff to do. Yeah, that's about it. I might do Ruthless. Yeah, that's funny. Chilling in the salon and not delivering packages. It's like you up in there drinking and you should be doing your damn job. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. For the most part, I guess the technology was working. Nobody talked about how, hey, it buffered or I can't see you. The only issue I had was the chat disabled, but that was it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the videos. I posted a number of videos today. And if you haven't, go over to my backup channel, My Kind of Entertainment. Over there, I talk about pop culture and stuff like that. Like I posted, I plan to have the channel kind of redone. Like the name is going to be the same, but I'm talking about a new profile picture, a cover at the top, a banner, the bio for the channel. I even made like a little new trailer for the channel itself, like a minute long, because it's no longer a backup channel. It's a channel all by itself where I'll talk about, other things outside of Tyler Perry. So please go over there and check it out. I need about 380 people to be at 10,000 subscribers. So yeah, there we go. But what did you think of the episode? Let me know in the comments and I'll catch you in the next one.